Welcome back, and thank you ever so much for joining me again this week. My name is Peter, and I'm the accountability coach. This week, we're going to be discussing about some rhythms, routines, and behaviours, and we're also going to be touching a little bit on 4 big emotions that I hope will seed some value for you and that can make a difference in your life. So let's start really with the reality of what happens. You know, for many people, we wake up and before we leave the bed, we've already checked the mobile. We've looked at the emails, we've become absorbed in a work issue or challenge or problem or even action that needs to be done. And our brain, before even waking up, is already assigned and kind of attached to that particular issue. This sets about the rush inside of us, and as we get up, we don't enjoy getting ready, we're rushing, everything seems to be going a bit wrong because we're rushing, we don't taste the breakfast, we don't enjoy that experience, and then we're into the car or onto the train thinking obsessively about the problems, the issues. You know, it's strange, isn't it? We wake up and we pick up a newspaper, or potentially we read about news on our phones, and we spend the morning putting into our minds wars, riots, deaths and disasters, and then wondering why we don't have a great day. Bizarre. What we put into our mind will be what is our outcome. And in order for that positive communication to have that absolute being our best, we really need to start conditioning what is coming in by filtering some of these things away as to what is relevant and how they impact us. You know, just imagine it the other way. Just imagine a different approach. You wake up and show some discipline. You don't pick up your phone. You jump into the shower, your mind is clear, you enjoy a hot or cold shower, and you just absolutely revel in the moment. Mind is blank. You go downstairs, you enjoy a hot cup of tea or a hot cup of coffee, and you really enjoy that toast or cereal or fruit. You really taste it and enjoy those moments, just a 10 or 15 minutes. You sit down for 5 minutes in silence with nothing in the world concerning you and write down your goals for the day, and you set about your plan as to what you will achieve today. You drive to work thinking about the positivity, the what-ifs, the could-bes, the things outside in front of you, the plans to which you wish to achieve, before sitting down and facing the reality. You know, when you're paid to be at work, do it at work. Let's not do it before we've even started work. So that would be, you know, routines, touching on some of those things. Of course, there's a lot more depth to that. Of course, there's a lot more detail in that. But I have found that when you set yourself up for success, you are more likely to have a successful day. What you think in your mind, you can have in your hand. That's the saying that they say, right? So make sure what you're thinking about, ultimately, which is then going to be your reality, is what you want it to be. So thinking about some 4 big emotions. Now, the first one I wanted to kick off with is disgust, but not in a negative way. You know, disgust is a huge motivator. I'm disgusted with the way I look, so I take the action to make sure that I'm committed to my diet. I'm disgusted at the way I'm living, and I want to change my lifestyle to improve and have a better life. I'm disgusted with the clothes I'm wearing, so I'm going to take the action to go to the store or order online some new items. It's the disgust that can motivate you by following it up with a decision. Remembering, of course, that decisions, when things are easy to do, they're easy not to do. And you do need to have that commitment. You do need to have that accountability. You do need to make sure that when you make a decision, you stick to it. And if something is hard to do, like it's a big decision and actually it's a hard thing to achieve, you need to do it hard and absolutely break it down with a plan and make it happen. And this is where the coach and mentor can really support you at moving you forward, keeping you going and holding you accountable to your goals. One of the big emotions and one of the most curious ones is desire. You know, wanting it badly enough, like you want it badly. And this is internal, but can be sparked externally in a great conversation. And when you have that desire to do something, then it is really hard it's almost like the snowball rolling down the mountain. You know, it just gets momentum. You just start to find the things you need. Your reticular activating system kicks in to support you in every moment, building it, making it clearer, bigger, and ensuring that you gain the goal and the picture that you desire. Now, of course, we have then human resolve. Now, this for me is massive. The human resolve is the I will, and no one, absolutely no one, can break the human will. This is how we have designed and created many of the things that you see, hear, feel, and touch today. It was said we couldn't fly. It was said that we couldn't create trains, planes, electricity, but a singular person's endeavour, a singular person's will, went against the grain and said, I can and I will. And subsequently, against the odds, those people have gone out and created what we see, hear and feel. You know, it's like turning up on the island and against odds with a small army against an absolute entourage, and against all odds, you burn the boats. And when you burn the boats, there is no way back. And therefore, you either win the war or you die. And when you're that committed to making it happen, ultimately, 9 times out of 10, you are going to win. So this is where human will is such a powerful thing to enhance, to actually, you know, to capture human will, to use your desire, to make that decision, to drive you into a decision. These are all things that can massively help you to get out of your circumstance, to move away from your mediocre, to live a better life, to become a better you. And I think, you know, it's like, how long should you give a baby to walk? How long? Every mother will tell you, as long as it takes. And that's a great first lesson in life. As long as it takes. We don't give up on those people. We don't give in. We do it until they succeed. And that's the determination that an accountability coach or mentor can give you in your life. It is possible. Absolutely, it is possible. So ask yourself, what prevents you? What prevents you? What stops you right now from achieving your best self? What prevents you right now from achieving all that you want, all that you desire, becoming a better you? You know, there are people that win, there are people that lose, and there are those that have not discovered how to win yet. And for all of those, the best thing I can recommend is you get yourself a coach or mentor. Check out my website at smeltthatcoffee.co.uk. And remember that true belief is self-belief. And I look forward to speaking to you soon and adding value and supporting you in your life. Take care, and I'll speak to you all next week.